Welcome, race fans, back to SVR. My name is Webbo here to bring you today's race as always, and thanks to Crooked Woody for the executive producer role today. This is how our championship in the rookie division for round 8 looks. Don't believe the thumbnail, it was somewhat rushed together by a non-graphic artist. Hervas leads for Team Black on 100 points, 20 clear of main rival for the championship so far, Oscar, who has 80 points, but he was missing a race. Now, I happen to know Hervas may not make it back home in time. He's been enjoying the Grand Prix in person at Circuit de Catalunya, with the irony being that that's exactly where we are for today's race. Absolutely fascinating course situation there for our drivers. Anyway, well, Hervas may well be missing today. Oscar will have the chance to recover some points. And is just 20 back. Jazzy Beats is a further 9 points back on 71 points with third position and a win to his name. We have Roscoe, who has collected 2 podiums so far from his 5 rounds he's been able to take part in, with Rizback in 5th position, joint with Crooked Woody himself there. And each of them sharing 1 podium to their names so far. Candras, or as we will see him, Burgers Bandy is in P7 with Rodrigo Fonseca 1 point ahead of Irish Liquid in 9th. Lord Souza has 26 points in 10th. Vertigo, Bannon, Mr. T and Callum making out our 14 main drivers for the season, regular season drivers. And the team's championship at the moment here in rookies sees Azul Racing on 145, which is how many? 16 ahead of Team Black, and Team Green on 120, 9 points away from second position. PSV are in 4th with Hector Motorsports in 5th, Team Orange in 6th, and Team Yellow in P7. We are expecting to see our drivers show up on the screen momentarily. What I'll do is I'll try and see some cars going quickly, at least for your visual pleasure, and we'll get some atmospheric pictures if nothing else while we wait for practice to be over. Greetings everybody who's joining us live. Hello to Smokey and to Hervas. So yes, Hervas is here, but will not be racing in rookies. Will be on S2 though, so you will get home in time for that. And hi to Laura May Jennings, who was just asking Hervas about the Grand Prix there as well. So unbearable heat, even for a Spaniard. Yeah, happy Spanish Grand Prix Day to all who celebrate. I'm not going to spoil the result. I know some drivers are committed to their practice. Yeah, that's I'm happy to discuss it offline if you wish. We have an F1 chat space channel in the Discord for SVR, and you can go there where everything is spoiler marked. I don't want to be that guy who spoils people's Grand Prix when I really care about having a Grand Prix not spoiled for me. Archie Bargy is racing in the Mercedes AMG Petronas colours with an American flag on there and a warning on the rear of the car as well. I should probably do something like that. That was a bit of class there from him. Have a look at Callum. Third race with us here in rookies. Brother of Brum. And we just got an update there, 2 minutes to qualifying. It's been a little bit of a confusing situation there. We do actually have a broken livery there for one driver, so I will do the normal fix and I will go ahead and demonstrate the normal fix right here for you, and that might help. We've got a 2-minute warning for qualifying to start, so that will not lose any time. It's just as simple as this. That's all we have to do, and then get back into the lobby, hopefully in time. There we go, before Wask panics. It's been a bit of a stressful hosting duties for Wask today, so let's try and get that ready. I always do this anyway. Callum never told me about the F1 Discord, says Laura. Okay, so go Callum or Daddy. So family watching for Callum there. So that's nice to hear. Good to have you with us, Laura May, and I'm assuming their child. Let's put him front and centre, shall we? Verti's livery is back on. Let's put Callum on screen, shall we, if we've got the family watching. There he is. A message out to a friend who we dedicated the race to 2 weeks ago. Sadly passing away, unfortunately, but we race on, and I'm sure that that his friend Grant would be very happy that that the drivers are continuing to race hard. Here is Rysbach in P1. He's heading out of the famous Catalonia pit lane before beginning his hot lap. Rysbach racing for Hector Motorsports this season, of course, and we'll go on board here with him as we run through. Actually, let's go off board for a moment. And we'll join him on board for his hot lap. If he stays in front of the rest of the grid, I've left a little special Easter egg, I should probably call it, for Rysbach and fellow people who like to roast me here on the channel. I've managed to leave an extra special Easter egg for Rysbach. So I'm sure he will find it when he watches back or later on today. I do need to get on and fix the situation that I've left, but yeah, I'll give you some credit points if you know what I'm talking about in between race and qualifying and the race. Here is Rysbach. He is circulating then. Hope no one's tired of watching laps around Catalonia. Yeah, Jailhouse Chris, quick poll. How long will it take for me to buy one of the new LMDH cars? You're absolutely spot on. I haven't bought a single one yet. And I'm dying to race them, but my race earlier this morning has probably proved that I need to be absolutely nowhere near streaming any of my footage for some time. Go back and watch that if you dare. There are at least 4 other drivers you can watch on the stream from the TARDIS Cup earlier on this morning, my time. Here we go then, firing down the famous and super long and somewhat hilly turn main straightaway here at Catalonia for pitching downhill braking into turn 1. It does slightly rise right at the dip there, and there's a little sausage curb on the inside. It's not painted orange or yellow, just to take that. Anyway, into turn 3 we go. You can hear the tyres complaining, that squealing noise is the tyres saying we really do not want to continue turning around this corner. It's going to be the same treatment though into turn 4. Very little respite for the left hand side of the cars today into turn 4, almost 180 degrees around. In fact, I think it is 180 degrees around before downhill braking to the left for once into turn 5. Powering out of turn 5, we go uphill slightly. We want to try and carry as much speed through this turn 6 this is now 7, and over the curb, but not too much of turn 8. Now pick your turning point here. Full lift, not a downshift for Rysbach, but a full, complete off-throttle lift into turn 9. Not confident on those soft tyres or the high downforce setup before then braking heavily for what may be one of the top overtaking opportunities. Down into turn 10. Through 11 is just an approach zone for the very, very punishing 180 degrees to the right turn of turn 12. Waiting to get on the power. Thankfully, we're not going for the chicane trip at the end of the lap. Through the penultimate corner, ride, but do not go over that yellow sausage curve on the outside approach to the final corner as powering out goes Rysbach then at the first qualifier 39.884. Here comes Jazzy Beats to qualify behind Rysbach. So does Callum. Oscar goes second. I wasn't quick enough there with selecting Oscar as Bugris Bandy goes into third place. Irish Liquid takes provisional pole, and we're riding on board with Verti, who goes 9th. Here goes Rodrigo Fonseca with a penalty on the car on this lap. Fonseca did not register a time. Here comes Roscoe for Team Green, Crooked Woody's teammate, and he goes just faster than his teammate there, a 1:39.947. It's Irish Liquid ahead of Rysbach and Roscoe, your next fast drivers then in the group. And Vader is here to cheer on his student, his Padawan here in, or apprentice, I suppose. He's been training really hard for today, says Hervas, Irish Liquid. Yes. While the fastest team member is away for the race today, so far this season. Hervas, Irish Liquid can be taking points away from the potential of Oscar. That will be all important. Oscar was very late to the server today. I think he had to do a restart. He's in 6th place on his first flying lap. This is on board with Irish Liquid. I would not be surprised to see the drivers head on into the pit lane here to change tyres after getting one good banker lap in, and there aren't any better on the track right now than Irish Liquid at 1:39.754. And Vader can let me know how much work he has put in to helping his team go forward here on the race. 9 litres of fuel remaining only for Rysbach. Here comes Irish Liquid round the final corner. It will blow my socks off if he manages to get back-to-back pole positions. 1.4 seconds. I'm really surprised to see him not come into the pit lane. Oscar has come in. Let's ride with Jazzy Beats here. He's on his 4th lap on the hard tyres, 3rd flying lap on the hard tyres. Incredible that he would push it to this degree, but that is the Team Orange way today, it seems, for Jazzy Beats. And he's purple into the first sector. So he's doing a great job here, but surely the tyres will run out, especially if he runs over those outside curbs on the entry into the corners. Could probably abuse the right-hand side of the car a little bit more, but the graining, says Hervas, you can only do 2 good laps if you don't mess up. Is stability control allowed in rookies? Says Jailhouse Chris. I think that might answer your question, Chris. No assists other than ABS are allowed here in any of SVR. It's all about preparing a training ground for the faster cars, if they so desire to step forward next season. It's called the Rookie Lead for a reason, although last year it was slightly more appropriate name, the Adrian Newey division. Adrian Newey, the designer of this fantasy car that was never actually made. Vader's saying it's rough out there. Vader, are you speaking from experience yet? Have you done your hot lap yet? Rysbach, naughty boy, says Jailhouse Chris. Why? What has Rysbach done? Anyway, Oscar is on his out lap, and he's looking very loose. I don't know if this is just a lag for Oscar. He's tried to restart to rid himself of the lag. It's close to unwatchable. Let's see him through the first sector. Oh, okay, I see. Jailhouse Chris has spotted stability control. Active stability management is allowed. Okay, there you go. There you go. It is okay. TC is not, absolutely. Here goes Oscar then. Hopefully the lag will iron itself out. Irish Liquid is in the pit lane, just getting a little bit of fuel on. We'll be wanting to run on fumes at the end of this run. But I have to say, I did not think any assist other than ABS was allowed. But there you go. Here is Oscar. He may not be this wide. Let's have a look at the first sector, see how quick it is. He's looking for 0.7 of a second. He's actually nearly 0.4 of a second slower than he's been before. So we'll go back to a driver who's offering a little bit less lag on the car. It's Rysbach in P2 here, as we run through turn 6, just an approach zone, just a turn of the wheel, no pedal work goes into that turn. Through turn 8, that was slow for Rysbach. I think he's preparing the tyres for a final run. Driver in front going off, that was a PSP Racing team car. The only upside, Jailhouse Chris, is that the lag, he's probably not feeling it from his own perspective at this point, but when he goes to battle other drivers, he will obviously feel it the rest of the time. Little short shift. Basically, it's like the old adage that if you can't spot the crazy person on the bus, you're the crazy person on the bus. If everybody on the race looks like they have lag, it's probably your own connection. Let's go out of the final corner then for Rysbach for one more flying lap as we tick over into the 9th minute, and Oscar goes pole. Oscar goes on a 39.480. Here comes Irish Liquid on the defensive to start his next flying lap, his final flying lap with 50 seconds left on the clock. It is Crooked Woody goes into P3 faster than Rysbach. Rysbach is slightly further up the racetrack here than Irish Liquid. Here goes Rysbach to the first sector point underneath the bridge. and he's on the money. He's within a tenth of a second of his fastest time, but he does need to find 4/10 over the course of the next 2/3 of a lap. Crooked Woody is in P3, Jazzy Beats in 5th, Irish Liquid has just gone by the timing beam. I didn't catch that in time, I apologise. We'll ride with him for a second here because it's basically Irish Liquid and Risbach on the hot laps. I think at this stage with fresh tyres and enough fuel to navigate this. As he continues then, we've got Irish Liquid on his final lap. That is, the checkered flag has come out. You'll see drivers pick up the checkered flag on the left tower on your screen as we run in through the right-hander here of turn 9, terrifying turn 9, and the final lap aspect flashes up. How is Irish Liquid doing? He's still a quarter of a second down on his best time, which is already over a quarter of a second too slow for Oscar. Where is Oscar on the circuit right now? He comes through the final corner. It looks ugly. It's probably not, as he comes on out of that final corner. Let's go. And Oscar, no, much slower on that lap. Here comes Irish Liquid. No improvement from Risbach. Irish Liquid to hold on to second, possibly. Yes, he holds on to second. Crooked Woody is P3. Let's see him come across the line. Crooked Woody across the line. No improvement from him. And the drivers are now cooling because we've got the end of qualifying. And it's Oscar from P6 on the first 2 laps to pole at 1:39.480. Irish Liquid for Team Black, playing the defensive game here for his teammate Hervas, who is watching on. Irish Liquid only second on the grid. It is Oscar with a 39.480. Fantastic lap from him. Irish Liquid in P2, a 39.754. Certainly not a shabby lap at all. Crooked Woody in 3rd and Jazzy Beats in 4th, making it a green and orange road too. Risbach, purple for Hector Motorsports in P5. Roscoe in 6th. Biggest Bandy in 7th, and Callum in P8. Rodrigo Fonseca, P9. Argy Bargy in 10th on his debut, actually pipping Verti by a tiny margin, less than a tenth of a second between Argy Bargy and Verti in P11. We seem to have diminished our drivers somewhat. There are some people blaming the World Cup for that. Looks like we're actually going racing. I think that might be wrong. It was a restarted lobby there. There we go. Okay, we're okay. I was getting a bit panicked. I thought we were diving straight into the race, but no, not at this stage. We will be a little cooled down. There'll be time probably to quickly grab yourself a drink. A custom grid will now be organised by our session host. Big thanks to Wusk, who happens to be a member of my channel as well. So if you do fancy supporting my channel, then head over to @WebboRed5 and have a look at the Team Webbo join options if you so desire. There are ways to support our division, our racing league as well. You can be a title sponsor or encourage a business owning friend to title sponsor one of our teams, or you can give money on a one-off or regular basis. Regular obviously helps us a lot in terms of planning for our finances for the following season. But the drivers are getting themselves organised now. A quick break, get themselves sorted and ready to race. Oscar going for win number 2 so far this season. Podium number 5 for Oscar, and it is a very sunny day at Barcelona. Of course, we were just hearing about that situation from Hervas, who has been at the track in person already, and via hot laps like that as well. Lots of cheering for everybody. Let me know who you're here to support or who you think the podium will be based on our grid for the race here. Hazy and sunny with a few clouds. We don't really tend to allow clouds around Barcelona, and certainly south of that in Spain. Hope everybody's doing well today. Ready for plenty of racing action. Don't forget, of course, on this channel that we will be heading into S1 for the 8th round of our 12-round championship at S1, and the drivers preparing themselves for Spa for 33 laps. A nice relaxing Spa day for our S1 drivers. They will certainly get into the groove through the course of 33 laps. Wask just asking everybody to make sure that he's done the grid A-OK. We have to manually build the grid because of our replay requirements to check any infringements. Talking of infringements, what I might do is go ahead and have a check of the last race results and see. You can do this yourself, svr-racing.com. We get a 1 minute warning. 1 minute warning as the race results on my web connection here are currently loading, they tell me, but they seem to have stalled somewhat. Okay, here we go. So you can actually go ahead and look at svr-racing.com for the specific race and then see exactly what has happened with regard to any incidents and accidents. We did have some incidents recorded. Mr. T and Jazzy Beats had no further action, and then a time penalty for Mr. T and for Rizbak, who earned himself 10 seconds of penalties following the last race. But you can also then see, of course, Mr. T gaining 6 places in that previous round. Kandras, his equal in terms of places gained as well. Hervas, very disappointing to start, to end up with exactly where he started. That's just shameful from the race, but there you have it. Fantastic breakdown of all the information, and you can even look at the actual evidence if you so desire as well, usually. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool situation. We are about to go racing then. We have 24 Spanish Grand Prix location laps ready for you today. Get those predictions in right now. Hopefully we will hear from you. I can see Wask is keeping a close eye on me, which is fantastic. Oscar in P1, Irish Liquid in P2. Oscar on the outside approach into turn 1, but that is where the cleaner side of the grid is. Round 8 of the rookie division VR Sim Racing World Championship gets underway. 5 red lights are aglow. Jump start in the background for Roscoe. It's dropped the clutch. It's go, go, go. Roscoe would have been given an in-position penalty there. Drops to the back of the grid as Oscar is fighting hard then with Irish Liquid on the way down. Irish Liquid getting a fantastic start on the way in towards turn 1. Irish Liquid ahead. Oscar just managing to sweep across the nose, but it's very sketchy out there as the drivers are touching sidewalls, or if they had sidewalls exposed on these cars, that's what would be happening. The wheel covers are being scarred up here, and there you can see Oscar's it is the red and white of the Team Azul colour scheme as they continue to go side by side. Further contact between Oscar and Irish Liquid. Irish Liquid might decide that's a little rude, but he'll see the amount of lag on the car. Rizbak down the inside of Jazzy Beats into turn 5. Amazing start then. Jazzy Beats in 4th. Bugris Bandy in 5th with Rodrigo Fonseca in 6th. Callum in 7th. Arji Barji in 8th position has managed to get himself a nice start here, but that looks like it's Fonseca, is it? Or no, it's Callum Slow through the middle sector of the racetrack there, going through turns 7 and 8. Wasn't ideal for him. Roscoe at the back, as we described earlier on. Schmidt, Kitchens and Bathrooms leads the race, and there goes Jazzy Beats for a very loose entry into turn 10. Doesn't work out for him. He loses 2 positions. Rodrigo Fonseca and Rizbak gaining positions at Jazzy Beats' expense, who now is on the defense with Bugris Bandy locked in battle directly behind of him. It's the soft tyres that have helped Rodrigo Fonseca to move up to P4. Irish Liquid also on the soft tyres. Oscar got away fantastically in the end. Great side-by-side battles on the way down into the first turn of the first lap. Here comes Rizbak with Fonseca on his right-hand side, heading down into turn 1. Rizbak will feel like he is somewhat boxed into being on the outside, but he'll try round the long way. Round the outside goes Rizbak. It becomes a cut back to the inside, and Rodrigo Fonseca hangs on to the inside for turn 3. Fantastic to see our drivers side by side here. Brilliant running. Rizbak on the outside. He'll have the inside line for the slower corners coming up, but Rodrigo Fonseca scorches through and into P3. Fantastic for Team Yellow. They badly need the points at this stage of the championship, as Bugus Bandy's in P6, Verti in 7th, RG Bargy in 8th, with Callum in 9th, Crooked Woody in 10th, and Roscoe at the back. A horrible start for Team Green, unfortunately, as we maybe go back and watch the start of the race here as they get underway. You can see Irish Liquid away really well on the right-hand side. Risbach rolling the dice here and threading the needle all at the same time. Can he squeeze through the two? He can't, as we keep an eye on what's going on in front. Risbach just tagging the back there of the Team Orange driver. Oscar climbing the curbs all over the shop as they go side by side. Really good, hard fought, but relatively certainly clean enough start to our race. Bugus Bandy in P6 on the medium tyres. Jazzy Beats likewise. Most of our drivers starting this race on the medium tyres. Irish Liquid and Rodrigo Fonseca are in P3 and P2 with the soft tyres on the car. Here though is Oscar, now 2 seconds in the lead of the race at the end of lap 2. Amazing start from Oscar, who needs to maximise these points while he possibly can here. We head down into turn 1. Just a discussion there in the chat about just leaving sensible gap to the drivers who are suffering lag. Always a smart decision, as Jazzy Beats in P5. Irish Liquid will be considering his strategy right now. Can he do anything different to Oscar? Can he undercut him essentially? Here, timing the pit stop is going to be absolutely important. Possibly 2 pit stops, who knows, as they run on. We have started with quite a lot less fuel than the drivers perhaps are used to, who raced last year. Roscoe in 10th and Callum down. I don't know if we can catch what happened to Callum here in that current lap. Just a wide moment into turn 4. A little bit of lawn mowing. He didn't like the length of the grass on the outside of turn 4, so he's gone and adjusted that for our benefit. Here is Oscar then, crabbing his way into turn 10, the halfway point of the 3rd racing lap. Rodrigo Fonseca and Risbach continue to battle here as we watch on the chase cam. It's only half a second further back. Let's go back to see. Nice train of cars coming through the long and slow turn 12. Here is Risbach, 0.7 of a second away from Rodrigo Fonseca in front, who is on the soft tyres. The mediums will now be the better tyre already, I expect, with the track temperatures we currently are enjoying, question mark. Here is Jazzy Beats with a great slipstream as well. No boost, no DRS, no straight mode active aero on these cars. This is a thoroughbred race car with identical engines. Down the inside tries Jazzy Beats. Risbach though holds firm. He managed to hold on to that position previously when the driver was fully alongside of him. But it does look like Risbach is dropping a little bit of speed while he watches his mirrors here. Really impressive. Good start from the rookies here today. There is Bugus Bandy in P6 and Verti in 7th. Crooked Woody recovering to 8th so far. I expect bigger things from him later on. Personal best that last lap on the medium tyres. I'm just checking there's no damage on the cars here. No damage at the moment. RG Bargy flattered to deceive a little bit. I wonder if he's had an issue and an off. He's already at the back of the grid some 30 seconds ago, so that's no help to us. Oscar then 2.7 seconds ahead on the way down into turn 10 here on the 4th lap. Chris saying settle in, Irish, the long haul is in your favour. Well, he's gonna have to pit. He's gonna be waiting for a gap to open up on the track behind of him, but it's going to be a long wait. I think our rookie field is looking very impressive at the moment. However, problem for Jazzy Beats through turn 10 again, perhaps, or was that? Wow, not often you see somebody spinning off at that position. I couldn't quite see if he'd managed to catch the grass on his outside tyre. No real option there with the rejoin, but damage to the front of Jazzy Beats' car and, of course, into the pit lane. Unfortunately for him, it's from the medium tyres, so it's not well timed at all. Trying to change up the strategy here. Is it possible to go to the hard tyres really for the end of this race? Oscar leads by 3.5 seconds. My apologies to Oscar and Schmidt Kitchens and Bathrooms. It's going to be very difficult to watch Oscar for much of the race, but we'll check in on him frequently. Irish Liquid has a fairly equal gap in front and behind of him, but Rizpak has a very busy pair of mirrors because Rodrigo Fonseca is half a second behind of him. Further second back is Bugris Bandy as well. So a cracking start to our race. Joehurst Chris says, ouch. Missed the braking point, says Vader. Was it for Jazzy Beats? Not a wheel on the grass, but it seemed to be way across the wrong side of the track there for a second, almost on the rally cross circuit. Bugris Bandy, beautiful save, and a little jump as well. Absolutely lovely stuff from Bugris Bandy. Let's maybe watch that one again. Easy done through this sector. Very low grip as the car gets light over here, and he just keeps it out of the barrier, and little jump there, little sound effect we need on that one. I'm thinking of a Mario jump sound effect would be pretty awesome. Crooked Woody in P7. Change of race suit, says Chris. Yeah, I think most of our rookies do go through their race suits quite quickly. Certainly they're wearing their extra brown underwear today. Roscoe in P9 with every Scottish sticker. We need an update on the Scottish stickers from Roscoe. I'll have another look. He said he'd run out, but I told him that William Wallace would be disappointed in him if he can't find any more Scottish themed stickers. Irish Liquid in P2, 4.9 seconds behind of Oscar. Here is Rizpak in P3. He's now 2.5 seconds in front of Rodrigo Fonseca, whose soft tyres have fallen off the cliff. Should probably have pitted on the previous lap. I'm sure he'll get understeer or underspeed through this turn 4. In fact, he doesn't get understeer, but he was a bit slower than he'd like to. So he's tiptoeing around here to try and hold on. That's an interesting new take on the Webflex sticker on the side of his car. It's a quick look. It's gone for the black and white option on the side pod of the car. Not seen anybody customize that like that before. It's very cool. I very much welcome drivers who want to even make new classic motorsport themed Webo stickers, by all means. I couldn't get all of them done. I couldn't get them all uploaded. I've got a cool camel one that's actually Eeyore, my spirit animal, instead of the camel logo that I haven't been able to upload yet. Somebody give that front left a bear, says Vader. A bear. Because it's bald? Anyway, Irish Liquid in on the end of lap 6. Rizpak up to P2 this will be on the medium tyres. Beer. Okay, thanks, Vader. I really was unsure on that one, whether that was some sort of LGBT community reference. Not that that would be appropriate in any case necessarily, but I got the keyboard says Vader. P4 for Bugris Bandy, Crooked Woody on an impressive comeback once again there. The Ukrainian flag on the left hand as we look at it with the German flag as well. Can't quite make up his mind how many different nationalities he is representing, but I'm here for it. Vader saying I think perhaps you are a fast typer, and that's partly the problem, Vader. So I think we need to maybe just stop pushing on the typing there. Here he is then, Roscoe, Green Goblin on the track. So here we go. Any new ones? Yes, we've got William Wallace on the back, on the back wheel cover, and a Scottish footballer, and a Thistle. Look at this. Look at this. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Roscoe. Love it. I challenged you and you rose to the occasion. An extra tenants sticker as well. Yes, absolutely. I think it'd be better to have a rugby player on the back though, rather than a football player. What did Scotland manage? I think their first win in 36 years in a World Cup finals match against Haiti yesterday, I believe, or was it Friday? I don't follow football. I'm sorry. I'm too busy with motorsport. Hope everyone enjoyed Le Mans as well. Hopefully that's okay to spoil. Bugris Bandy in P4. Verti, and I think a season high of P3 at this stage. This track really throwing up some interesting positions so far. Still haven't really understood what Woody's helmet sticker is. I was expecting something quite similar to the appropriately named Toy Story character. Looks like a four-leaf clover on the front cover for Team Green here. They haven't gone with the lime slice that I asked them to go for. He needs a heel and coo, says Laura. Absolutely. A heel and coo. Brilliant. That's what we want. The cows with the long horns and the fringe across their eyes. Definitely. So there you go, Roscoe. Next challenge, Highland Cow. Shake and bake on the, which is not in any way, Scottish. So we need to fix that one. I definitely want Glenfiddich on the car. Roscoe as well. There's some great Glenfiddich logos out there. Not so much the new font. Ugh, horrible. But the old classic Stag logo is what we're looking for. Oscar leads ahead of Rizbak, Verti, Bugris Bandy and Crooked Woody. All the medium runners still out there waiting for their pit stop, of course. Callum in P6 and Roscoe in 7th. Then come the drivers who have pitted. Some 32 seconds off the lead at the moment is Irish Liquid. Would have taken a little bit of fuel, I want to say, at the pit stop. Certainly a new set of tyres. Rodrigo Fonseca in P9. He is 39 seconds away from Oscar. So they may have the option here right now to go for an undercut and try and claw back some time. What you borrow from the tyres at this point in the race, of course, you will not have later on. Looks like it's going to be a two-stopper as Jazzy Beats gets a little bit loose through there. This is newcomer Argy Bargy, just 5.5 seconds away from regular season driver Jazzy Beats. I'm not sure which team he's repping today, Argy Bargy. Oscar leading by 11.2 seconds for Smith Kitchens and Bathrooms, closely allied to the Azul Racing team, of course. Rizbak in P2. And we got Verti in P3. Schmidt Kitchens and Bathrooms, very good colour combination for a race car. Red and white with a little bit of black. Here's the PSV Racing gold and black livery for Verti. It actually looks quite dark in the bright Spanish sunshine through turn 9. Very frightening. It's one of those corners that we have that is simply a hold your breath and hope every single lap. Team Black he is, so it was an issue with the livery, couldn't get it in time. So Vader, thank you. So at least he's in a black motorsport livery. That's fine, absolutely fine, no worries. So Boogish Bandy in 4th, Crooked Woody ahead of Callum here, who's having a hell of a first stint. What a roller coaster it's been so far for Callum. Only 22.5 seconds away from the lead. I think Oscar is very, very good, in very good form today. Saved his best qualifying lap till the dying seconds. And here he is, leading our race. Verti pits off the medium tyres after just 9 racing laps. Incredible how quickly those have baked in the sunshine. Don't think it's going to bring the hard tyres into play today, but drivers have a distinct habit of surprising me with their strategies. As Laura, I think that's for Callum there. So, Laura, does that make you the unfortunate sister-in-law of Brum? Do you actually have to have Brum as a brother-in-law? Roscoe P9 exits the pits on the hard tyres. There it is. Roscoe's gone for the hards. It's like he listens to the radio on the commentary. I know he watches it back because he's adding these stickers, but yeah. I don't really want to see much green on Roscoe's car left by the end of the season. Team Orange's Jazzy Beats is in P10 on the hard tyres now as well. He's going to try and one-stop this one. Team Black reserve driver Argy Bargy has damaged the front wing and front left. So yes, you are. Yeah, Monkey See No Evil. I've been part of the family coming up 14 years. Wow, 14 years of Brum as a brother-in-law or prospective brother-in-law. I think we should all give Laura her dues, right frankly. That deserves a hell of a lot of respect. Oscar in P1, Rizbak in P2, and here comes Bugris Bandy. And do I take the inference correctly earlier as well, Laura? You don't need to name but is the offspring of yourself and Callum watching today. Do we have a fan on the younger generation there? Here is Crooked Woody in P2, now P1 as Oscar has pitted, and Crooked Woody has undercut Oscar, as has Callum, without those pit stops just yet. My apologies, not undercut. They've passed before the pit stops. This is important for Oscar. Clear the way. Ah, oh, fantastic. That's great. So, niece of Brum. I imagine Brum is a fantastic, if ill-advised uncle, kind of uncle who doesn't really do what you ask, but plies the kids with plenty of treats. Oscar in P3, Callum in P2, and Crooked Woody on this 11th racing lap in first position. Further back, we've got Irish Liquid, who's dropped 6 seconds total to Oscar over the course of the 2 pit stops between them that they've taken. Rodrigo Fonseca in P5 on the medium tyres. We've got Rizback, who dropped a place to Rodrigo Fonseca, and Rizback is chancing the hards as well. Verti in P7. Do tell Brum's niece that Brum will be racing later on, he tells me. I'll be reserving in S1 live following this race right here. Bucas Bandy in 8th, Roscoe in 9th. And my apologies as well, folks, I didn't get the upcoming streams built in time for today. I'll get the next one up and ready as quickly as I possibly can. Jazzy Beats in 10th and Argy Bargy in 11th place. But back to our 3 leaders. Well, make that 2 leaders for now, because Crooked Woody looked like he was headed towards the pit lane, and indeed he was. I would imagine Oscar will fly by Callum here. Callum leads the race though on the 12th racing lap, at least for the length of the pit straight. 0.3 of a second, just about within striking distance for Oscar, but still it might be called a dive bomb. It might be within 0.2 that it's probably it's technically 1 car length, but very difficult. She's learned how to make a Brum noise this week. Well, what is that? Some sort of swearing, or or is it literally the phonetic word Brum? That's good. You should hear the noises Brum makes when he's racing. We can probably all do an impression of it when he spins out. I won't abuse everybody's ears in case anyone is listening on headphones right now. Callum is 0.4 of a second in front of Oscar, really holding Oscar up here. 3.7 is the gap back here to the Team Black permanent driver here, Irish Liquid, who's trying to gain points for his teammate, or at least steal them off Oscar. Oscar to the classic racing line here as we head down into P10. Absolutely, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, Brum is waiting for the swearing possibilities. Anyway, good to hear. Here is Oscar in P2, and thankfully for him, Callum goes into the pits while Oscar has essentially lost 3 seconds to Irish Liquid, waiting to get by Callum. But Oscar, our youngest racer, has taken that mantle from Red. So Oscar, who is the nephew of Tequila Monkey, our Season 1 S1 champion, no less. So should be some speed in that blood. Oscar, 2.2 seconds, now 2.3 ahead of Irish Liquid, P2. Lap 13 of the 24 as we head into the second half of our race. I am expecting, of course, plenty of racing. I've just spotted a cool detail. It's the yellow submarine helmet from the Beatles album on Rodrigo Fonseca's helmet design there. You can just see the yellow submarine and the cartoon Beatles characters to see. We'd probably be easier, Rodrigo, if you went for a matte yellow colour behind that, but yeah, that's awesome. Nice one. Nice little detail from Rodrigo Fonseca. Irish in P2, getting the let's go from Vader. Surely that should be Vamos. Have you not made Irish Liquid speak Spanish yet, Vader? Unless you did type Vamos and it has translated for me in live chat. That's more likely. Vamos needs... No, Oscar's gone! Oscar's gone again from the race with the fastest lap, leading from pole. Oscar has gone. Irish Liquid leads the race. Oscar's lag turned out to be a permanent and terrible mechanical failure, and he's gone. Absolutely gone. Joe Huskris, I'm not going to read that one out. Have a look and edit that one, as Joe Huskris now says Irish Liquid go. 7 seconds ahead of Rodrigo Fonseca. I mean, that might have been an intentional comment there, Joe Huskris, and it may not mean anything to the non-British people reading that comment. Irish Liquid in P1, Rodrigo Fonseca in P2, and Rizback in P3. Oscar has got to be absolutely dying from that one. But yes, what a horrible situation for Oscar. Not the first time, I believe, for Oscar and his... I don't know if he's racing at Tequila Monkey's beachfront Wi-Fi residence today. But yeah, very, very disappointing for him. Verti in P4, Bugris Bandy in 5th, 1.7 seconds separating them. Of course, Bugris Bandy was not hoping to be the only Schmidt Kitchens and Bathrooms Azul racer today, but here he is. Verti in P4, great performance so far from Verti, I have to say. Really cool to see. Verti currently P11 in the championship. His highest finish so far this season, a P5, but that was way back in round 2. So Verti on for a season best at the moment, 1.6 seconds separating him from 5th, 5.1 from 3rd position. And Callum has come out of the pits onto the soft tyre, so definitely 2-stopping this race. And he is in P6, 22 seconds away from the leader, Irish Liquid, right now at this stage of the race. Internet has gone, says Mary Marfleet. Yes, sorry, Oscar. Mary, are you Oscar's chief supporter and engineer today? But yeah, big problem for Oscar. And that was almost a huge problem for Callum. It will compound though, because he will lose momentum down the main straightaway. I'll just see this out. I'll hit the replay buffer button, but here comes Roscoe to try and find his way by. And he's not quite in striking distance as we take another look at that one from the car in front through the final corner from Callum. Soft tyres not yet giving up, but wow, that was the definition of understeer for Callum. Just rescued it again. We've had some amazing runs there. Oscar's mum, Marie, and Kim. It's great to see Kim, Tequila Monkey, under the SVR Racing admin badge today, and Marie all watching for Oscar, of course. Big save from Callum. Here's Roscoe in the many stickered, soon to be complete patchwork quilt of a design in the very affirmative Scottish design here for Roscoe. Let's join Roscoe on board for a little bit here as we drive up and approach turn 9. Can't quite see how blind that corner is on entry from this camera, but certainly the exit, the hard tyres just said absolutely not are you going through that corner at that speed. Understeer out onto the curb, big lift from Roscoe, but he's hoping to save a pit stop. 23.2 seconds away from the leader. That is definitely within pit stop territory, but Irish Liquid will now likely be going quicker and quicker. Roscoe currently, there goes Rodrigo Fonseca from 2nd into the pit lane as well. So currently Roscoe pushing the absolute limit here, might pick up a penalty. Oh, the last 2 corners just completely gluing that lap, and there's the penalty to add as well. 1 second off throttle going down the back straight for Roscoe, and that will bring his teammate either to overtake him or completely by. Hard tyres for Crooked Woody. Can anybody tell me what the sticker is on the front of his helmet? Try and get you a nice up close camera angle here, but I don't get it, unfortunately. Looks like some sort of yellow slug or fish design. What on earth, Woody? What on earth? Someone will tell me. Someone here will know, I'm sure. 9.4 seconds is Irish Liquid's lead over Rizback, who's going for the 1 stop. Irish Liquid clearly on the two-stop. The tyre display, bottom left of your screen, shows more red than white on the front left, which is the tyre that takes all the punishment. More Suzuka flashbacks for Oscar, says Hervas. I'm really sorry for him. He was doing great. It was good to actually see that Hervas and Oscar would both have a race each that they dropped, but unfortunately, yes, Oscar with 2 disconnections this season so far. I know Tequila Monkey, you've helped with the VR and equipment for your nephew. Maybe we need some additional help with internet support for him as well. Riz back in P2. Everybody gets disconnections from time to time, but clearly there were problems before that with the lag, and it's a consistent issue for Oscar this season as well. Verti in P3, Boogers Bandy in P4 there, and Callum in 5th place. Callum on the two-stop as well. Crooked Woody has held. He has not. He's got by Roscoe there. Still no comments on what the sticker is here on the front of Woody's helmet. I see. It's not just me who doesn't know, or it's just me who's interested. That's the other possibility. As Roscoe and Crooked Woody look for a P6, P7 combination today. Hopefully more points for them with that one-stop strategy. Jazzy Beats side by side here with Rodrigo Fonseca. Rodrigo will have just come out of the pit lane on brand new medium tyres. Jazzy Beats has almost cooked through his hard tyres. He'll be two-stopping, and he didn't want to, but look at that front left tyre. The hard tyre is just not hanging on here at all. Rodrigo Fonseca can go all the way around there at the outside. Our 2 Brazilian drivers in the entire league racing on the same patch of tarmac at the same point here in the same division. And Rodrigo cannot seem to get around the outside of Jazzy. He manages it this time. But Jazzy almost losing the car once again as the front left is very unhappy. Is this a portent of things to come for the drivers trying the one-stop today? I think Jazzy was one of the first to switch out from the softs to from the mediums to the hards. He's just using the tyres a huge amount. Argy Bargy at the back of the grid at the moment, but nearly 8 seconds in the lead right now is Irish Liquid and Rizback in P2. Could we possibly get ourselves another new winner this season? Irish Liquid has not even featured on the podium so far this season, but by all accounts from Team Black have been putting in a huge amount of effort, utilising all the secret extra information that Hector Motorsports give Team Black. That give Rizback here as well. Irish Liquid leading. The rookie badge on the nose. Nice touch from him. But 7.7 seconds as Rizback on the one stop needs to protect that front left tyre. Very, very much so. That's going to be a tough ask to see him through the remaining 6.5 laps of the race. Verti heads down into turn 5. He is 12.2 seconds away from the lead, 4.8 from Rizback, 4.3 in front of Boogris Bandy. That's certainly helped. We saw Boogris Bandy off the circuit for a few moments there earlier on. Says, let's go Irish push. So Callum, I think all the top 5, maybe 7 drivers are within Irish Liquid's potential final pit stop here. Into the pits he comes. He's going to leave himself a good 6 laps of running to try and regain any potential losses he takes here. Soft, medium, soft, potentially there for Irish Liquid, unless he started on the mediums. But certainly utilising the softs and mediums, whereas Rizback and several other drivers are utilising the hard tyres. Irish Liquid dropping down the order here. Where is he going to emerge from the pit lane? Will it be behind of Crooked Woody? It will be. And Roscoe, there he comes out of the pit lane as we see Irish Liquid rejoining. I'm not sure if he'll make it to turn 1 in front of the PSV racer, the Team Yellow racer, Rodrigo Fonseca. Too much gold on that car in comparison to the gold PSV. That's like a bright yellow gold rather than a deep bronze gold on the PSV car. Rodrigo Fonseca in P7 then. Brand new medium tyres for him. He'll be trying to ride the coattails of Irish Liquid, but Irish has got some passing to do now. He's got soft tyres on. He's got 20.2 seconds to make up in 5.5 racing laps. That's a massive ask, but we did see the hard tyres really drop off earlier. Verties will be the first to go in P2 here. He's got a 4.7 second cushion back to Bugers Bandy. This could be an a brand new podium position scoring run here for Verti, and for well, Candras will be a second podium only so far, but those tyres on Verti's PSV do not look like they're going to make the end of this race. Crooked Woody in P4 now, with his teammate Roscoe in P5, Irish Liquid in P6, 1.3 seconds away. He's already gained 2 seconds on Rizbak's lead, but he hasn't had to catch and pass other drivers just yet. Could be the 666, cannot make it back to the podium even with that 2-stop strategy. Let's wait and see if he's got it hooked up well enough. Unusual camera angle here, not one you see on track motorsport anyway, unless they're starting the race and they've got the kind of rabbit cam on a string that they use. Irish Liquid in 6th place then, and now just biting another second out of Roscoe's position. Massively important for the race here to see Irish Liquid take that inside line on the soft tyres that you can afford to do, holds onto it into turn 4, and a great overtake there, albeit with a huge tyre offset. Much more grip on Liquid's car. He's now 17 seconds away from the lead. Next up the road is P4 belonging to Crooked Woody. Crooked Woody will be kind of hoping there that his teammate would have been able to hold up Irish Liquid a little bit longer. But such is the grip differential between the cars. He's managed to get by in an unconventional position. Very unusual to manage that one. Rizbak, I just want to double confirm here. Rizbak has managed 1 3rd place so far this season. Let me see. He currently leads by 4.5 seconds here from Verti, who's into the pits. Verti will exit this battle for the podium. Into the pit lane goes Verti. He'll be coming out on soft tyres at the end of this race as well. But yeah, that's a big one from him, unfortunately. Bugers Bandy into 2nd place then. Woody will go by. He's got Irish Liquid right behind. Irish Liquid is knocking on the door of the podium already here, and he's about to try and go for the move down into turn 1. It's not quite there for him. He's got confidence on his tyres. I'm just trying to confirm for you that Rizbak has not yet won a race at SVR, but for some reason the website is being incredibly slow for me. So if someone else could look that up, I'd really appreciate it. svr-racing.com. He is driver number 10, by the way, if you were looking. Rizbak, 9.6 seconds to the good right now from Bugers Bandy, who's going to be tiptoeing around to try and hold on. There goes Irish Liquid. Similar situation to how he passed the last car. This is turn 4. Wasn't ahead here, but look at the grip on the soft tyres from Irish Liquid as he goes side by side and just has bags more confidence into turn 5 there from him. Back into now, what is that, P3 overall, 15.5 seconds away, as it looks like there might be a challenge coming from Rodrigo Fonseca. That was very late in the day for the challenge. I think there may have been a touch. I'm not sure that pass will stand. That could be classed as a push to pass here. Let's try and see. Looked like a very late decision to try and go for the gap. Quite a long way back on the way into the corner. Clearly there was a gap. They were alongside when they touched. May not be classed as a push to pass. Maybe A-OK there. Lap 22 of the 24 begins with Rodrigo Fonseca in P4. Irish Liquid 3.7 seconds away from 2nd position in 3rd. Rizbak leading the race here, who has, I've now can confirm, 0 wins and only 3 podiums to his name in his entire SVR career. One of my good buddies, our Frenchman here that I've raced with a lot, especially in social racing. Competed against him multiple times last season. This would be a very, very special day for him if he can make it. Any Rizback fans in the chat, speak up please right now. Give him your best vibes possible. And there's plenty of support for Irish Liquid here. He's trying to get onto P2. Unfortunately, though, he's not going to be stealing any points from Oscar. We lost Oscar, unfortunately. There, thank you, Vader. Yeah, just confirming what I finally managed to load up on the website. Good stuff. Where at least are our French supporters and our Hector Motorsports crew? Are they all practicing for their upcoming races and not here to support Rizback, I wonder? Solo representative of the team today, Rizback, and our depleted numbers, which may become a recurring theme throughout the course of the World Cup, potentially. People preferring to watch the World Cup. I don't blame them. I just judge them very harshly. Callum in P8 right now. Should have tyres to the end of the race. May still be protecting them. Jazzy Beats in 9th. I think he'd planned a one-stop. As it is, he's going to be limping home on a two-stop with a third set of tyres. Argy Bargy has represented himself very well here for Team Black. Rizback comes through to start the penultimate lap of the race. He is now 10.5 seconds ahead, channeling a certain driver from this very Grand Prix earlier on today, just getting into the lead and extending that lead, looking like he's on another level right now. Irish Liquid is quick. Irish Liquid has passed Bugris Bandy. Blink and you miss it, but it's his favourite position here in the first sector, where grip is everything. To the outside this time into turn 4. Now a switch back, baiting the Schmidt Motorsport driver to brake as late as possible, and he manages to succeed. Fantastic run there from Irish Liquid. Weird, I've just seen our live viewership drop all of a sudden. I think that might be a glitch. Hopefully it's a glitch. Say hello if you're here. Beautiful switchback, says Jailhouse Chris, but not in so many words. Irish Liquid in P2, and there he is into that second place now. 10.1 seconds in just over one lap is miracle territory, but he will keep pushing to the end, try and pressurize Rizback into asking too much of his front left tyre. It is looking in the danger territory for Rizback. This is not an easy drive home on the final lap. This is not some sort of wave to the crowd glory lap here from Rizback. This is squeaky. He is going to be crossing and clenching everything possible, I think, Rizback, to bring himself home here. The 666 Irish Liquid 9.1 seconds away. Bugris Bandy looking like he's on for a second podium this season here, but it would be Rizback's very first win if he can bring this home. Everybody hoping against hope he makes it. Here's Phil saying he's looking forward to Rizback's first win. There is a Hector Motorsports teammate watching. That's great. And yeah, absolutely, Phil. Our heart goes out to Oscar. It's tough for our drivers. It's especially tough for our drivers who aren't paying the bill for their internet connection and can do very little about it. I know Red had the same issue last year and still does occasionally. So yes, when the power to make that change is not in their hands, but we can all appeal. Whether Laura is still watching, I'm not sure. Sorry, not Laura. Whether Marie is still watching, I'm not sure. But let's try and get some new better internet for Oscar, please. Rizback in P1, Irish Liquid in P2. Even if that's just a wired connection, that will do it. Here's Rizback then, 8 seconds in the lead at the moment, navigating the final corner successfully. Rizback thanks the team and wins in Spain. Fantastic. For the first time, another debut winner here at SVR in the 2026 season. A tremendous fight from Irish Liquid, and there was Bugris Bandy side by side with Rodrigo Fonseca across the line as well. Rodrigo just understeering. Let's have a look at this. That's the defensive shape from the Schmidt Kitchens and Bathrooms driver. Rodrigo goes to the outside here. It's dirty. It's not easy out there. A little bit of side-by-side contact. Let me know how you read that particular finish there. Woody home in 5th, Verti in 6th, Callum in 7th, Roscoe. Did he run out of fuel or just that front left tyre let go? Roscoe down to 8th, sadly. Jazzy Beats crosses the line in 9th, and Argy Bargy will debut and come home in 10th position. That move was a penalty, says Vader, around the outside. From the defending driver or the attacking driver, Vader, let me know. But anyway, Rizback home to win his first race here at SVR. I'm sure that will be very, very popular in his household and across his team. Great community member, Rizback, despite how much of roasting he does of me when he's watching. But great stuff. Good job. Formidable for Rizback. Fantastic stuff. Bravo is probably the word I was looking for. Smokey, thank you very much. But brilliant stuff from Rizback. Let's check out our provisional results momentarily. Oh, look at that. Isn't that kind of him to put my sticker on his back? Awesome stuff. Rizback wins the race then with a race time of 41 minutes 40 ahead of Irish Liquid in 2nd and Boogerish Bandy in P3. Rodrigo Fonseca, Crooked Woody and Verti make out the top 6, followed by Callum and Roscoe with Jazzy Beats, Argy Bargy home, but a DNF sadly for Oscar in P11. I've got a really quick turnaround now to get the stream ready and on for S1, so hope you forgive me for dipping very quickly here. I will catch you all very soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting something positive under the video before you disappear on us today. But from me, Webbo, from us here at SVR, thank you for watching. We will catch you on the next race day.